Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CIPHA'S Comedy Corner. Comedy Corner.
Because we're in the corner.
I'm trying to think of a name for the show. So far, it's been Comedy Corner because there's a corner here. At the end of the show, you guys got to come up with a name that I might use. But as of right now, it's Comedy Corner. I got some very special guests. This is exciting for me. There's two guys here that thoroughly abuse me on the regular. There's a guy who always looks out for me. And then way down there on the end, way down on the end. So look, we got Capone, the gangster comedy. We got talent who didn't know we were going to be on camera today. At all. We got Fraser, always looking fresh.
Always.
And who's that? Who's on the end there?
It's Junior.
Junior, the driver.
My driver.
No,
Mr. Butterfly to you.
Kenny Williams on the end.
Driver.
Yo, T, I really didn't realize what you had on. Like that?
Right, you got on Air Moses.
Let me tell you something. When I leave here, I'm going back to doing what I was doing before I got here. That's taking the garbage out and walking in my 5 dogs. So you can talk about my little air pit bulls all you want. So it's going down.
Look like you was doing laundry. This is all you had left.
They forgot to put those sandals in.
I put my jewelry in the laundry.
This is all you had left. I ran out of everything.
Look, just so you know, anytime you go to a radio station nowadays, they're probably going to be taping. So we try to tell everybody, just be prepared.
Well, it don't matter, though. When you fly like me, you know,
absolutely.
you look at the line. The line is there.
The line is there.
So you know when I throw my clothes on last night, I had some nice stuff on last night.
Yes.
So when I throw my clothes on tonight, trust me, every night I leave the house, everything, same thing, but the sandals.
Yeah.
Put on my high tops, you know, silver.
He had on his last good outfit last night.
That was a good. It was a good.
This is gonna go. This is gonna go very left. So before we even get to that, the purpose for you guys being here is this weekend in New York City. Caroline's on Broadway.
Yes.
New York Kings of Comedy.
Yes, the New York Kings were back. You know, again, we were there last year, so it's our time around to come on back. What I call like a more improved show, something different. So you're not getting the exact entertainment. You're getting the heavy hitters with Fraser, Capone, myself, Gerald Kelly.
Right.
And you're getting the new guy, Kenny Williams.
Nice.
Not new to comedy,
no,
but new king. You know, he's been crowned recently. And our special guest who happens to be in town, TK Kirkland. So it's going to be a crazy show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off the chain. Off the chain.
It's going to be fun. So now, what's going on with y'all? You were just on recently.
Yeah, so
we'll get to them.
No, let me hear what the hell he got going on. What was he here for? What the hell's going on?
I'm gonna tell you
Repeat that interview. I want to know what's happening.
There was just some kids in here right
I
before
get the
we started.
Facebook update, but I want to hear it live from the horse's mouth.
There was some kids in here on a hip hop tour, Harlem hip hop tours, and
I'm so
they asked
blessed.
how much
Thank
you make
you,
money.
everybody. Team Capone. Movie coming soon.
Whoever want to come off the bench to be on the team.
Tour date sold out.
I'll start it. Seems like I got the most.
Ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got nothing to do this weekend, so I'm back with them. I had a weekend off, so I'll throw them a bone.
The whole show is based
I'll let them make some money this
Capone
weekend.
was off.
Yeah.
We've been trying to plan the show. Yo, Capone, you off yet? No.
It's Team Capone meets New York.
Let me say this. I've been blessed. My guys. These gonna always be my guys. I don't care what is going on in life, and we're here for how many shows, T?
5.
5 shows at Caroline's. Regardless of what we all do, it's an honor when we come back together because it's something that we traditionally started ourselves. And no producers, just a bunch of guys who were funny and decided to come together and actually just keep people laughing. And we keep doing it. Personally, I branched off and, been on a couple of tours and got a couple of TV deals. Russell Simmons, Shaq, has pushed me out there. And I'm happy with that. But nevertheless, I do vow that when those things start to take place, my dudes are going to always ride with me.
Front
no
row
matter
seats.
what. No. With me.
Oh, with you.
We gonna be like this.
Drew gonna be there anyway. Going crazy. Hey, this what we planned. Wait, we planned to be together.
Wait. I'm not ready. Oh, come on, Drew Fraser.
Why is my driver talking? Why is he talking?
Why is he talking?
I told him park the car and come upstairs.
This is what happened.
Now y'all gave him a mic.
When I'm driving, I'll be talking about him.
You gave him a mic. You gave him a mic.
Here's the problem.
Oh my God.
I don't know how long y'all been doing this. How long? When did New York Kings of Comedy start?
Like 10 years.
2000 exactly.
Okay, in the year 2000, they all had a
God.
convo. They said, whoever pops off first,
That's 13.
make sure you take the other people with you. And apparently,
It hasn't
Cap
happened.
hasn't called yet.
No, they're busy, man. They're busy. Drew is everywhere. I want to talk about Drew first. Drew is everywhere.
Okay.
Every time you turn around, he's at a comedy club with a person that's high. He's
Right.
the opening for Kevin Hart.
There's
and-
Access,
Yes,
the Access
all
TV
of
show from
this,
Gotham.
and He don't call nobody.
He called me.
No, he called me.
Are you
Yo.
there? Oh.
Well, understand something though. Don't sleep on the Kings. Like all of these guys,
You can't call Capone.
stay busy.
You gotta call the team. And then then they call him and ask him if he want to talk to you.
You call him and it directs to a bodega. Like it forwards to a bodega.
Oh man, it's a great ensemble. The fact that they busy, it's a double-edged sword. It's a good thing and a bad thing because it's a good thing. They're always working because when we call for dates, everybody's not available all the time.
Right.
If everybody was available all the time, it'd be messed up. Yeah, it'd be messed up. That's when people are doing bad. But the fact that you got to keep bouncing dates and ping pong and trying to get a date where everybody can do, that's a good thing. That's a plus. You know what I mean? So these guys stay working. Kenny, forget about it. Kenny's gonna always work because for $75 he's there. He's always gonna be on stage. You understand? A Mexican lost a spot last week to Kenny. There was a Mexican that wanted to go on to Caroline's. Kenny came in, took that $72, and
Out of there.
I had to put something on the grill for the Mexican. He had an
Out
ear.
of there. Out of there.
He's always gonna work.
Out of there.
That's where it goes, man.
Out of
I've
there.
been taking this abuse for 13. I was their opening act when it was at the
13
Apollo.
Oh, really? When it first started?
And that's why I didn't have my life together. And
So he was
then,
like the Prince.
That was
Prince
13.
like a little pauper of comedy.
and they didn't even like that I opened the show because I was opening like I was closing the show.
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem was he couldn't go on the road back then. He traveled with his daughter. She was like, what, 5, 6? It wasn't even his daughter. It was a stepdaughter. 6 years old. He wanted to take her on the road. You walk down the hallway. Me and Drew got the doors open. We banging some chicks out. You got this little 6-year-old. That's not a good look. No. So when she was 7, we let him come on the road.
Oh, okay, good.
6, no good. 7?
Lucky 7.
The interview just went down a dark alley. A real dark alley.
His face got through. For real? 7?
A real dark
No, but
alley.
Kenny, he paid his dues. He's right, though. The first show,
chicks out.
May 2000, the Apollo Theater, we sold out the Apollo. And Kenny did the warm-ups. Now, you got to understand, for real, all jokes aside, he was in a hiatus. He stopped comedy, and he came back. He kicked the door open that night.
Why would you stop comedy? Why'd you stop?
We had a few personal issues. And
Yeah.
But that happens. That's normal in comedy.
What, people stop, take a break?
Stop and go. It could be a job. It could be your kids at home. It could be a divorce, whatever it is. People always, like, pretty much, I would say about 75-80% of us take little hiatus, some longer than others.
But is it you stop and you say to yourself, I need to be a grown up, do something more mature, something real in my life?
No,
you're like,
reality. It's reality. Pay the bills.
Just had a baby, and so you're focusing like maybe I need to do the whole job, and then at the end of the day, this is a love, and it brings
right,
you.
like
back.
you're there working an office job or whatever kind of job you get, and you just wish you was back on
I was
stage.
his driver, and no
10 speeds back then. Bro.
You do that, and you go, yo, I want to come back to come and start focused on that, on the comeback, and they brought me in. To open it.
Everybody can't come back, though. He one of the few dudes that was able to come back stronger than when they left. You know what I mean? So, fast forward, we come back. He done, comedy-wise, he's blowing the roof off.
Right.
So, he got that slot. He's the next one.
Nice.
Yeah. So we went to London, England. They brought me in, and it's good that I have a up-to-date passport.
Who did it? Who didn't have one?
No, listen,
Who didn't have one?
That's not important. Listen,
leave Gerald Kelly out of this. Go ahead. I can't believe y'all gonna put Gerald on blast. No, first talking about your passport. This is ridiculous. I thought we was a team, guys.
It's important to stay out of the rears. Once you're in the rears, it's a problem leaving the country.
I didn't expect that.
This is horrible.
Woo.
I didn't mention.
Ooh, Gerald Kelly gonna kill him.
He already went to listen.
But listen,
Yeah,
we at Caroline's Thursday,
Caroline's.
opening night. 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday.
Yes.
And then we going back overseas, taking another tour.
Yeah, so 5 shows. We're going to bang them out, man, and we're going to make it happen. You know, like we always do, Carolines.com. Now you can get your tickets online, so do that.
You don't even need to promote.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, we get it constantly. Yeah, you always got to
always. Those shows are amazing every time.
Yeah. But you know, we just want to reach out to that new fan base, or that fan base that hasn't seen us in a while, and so forth and so on. Make sure they know about it.
And if you did
Very
see us, like I said, the new tweaks is very interesting to see how we do our thing when you do add and take away.
How do you determine who? Because quote unquote, the person who goes last is headlining. Mm-hmm. How do you determine who goes last? Or
you headline in Vegas.
Right, we're not headlining.
You go last.
It's just
here.
who's next. These are all headline. First of all, the only thing that I'm always sure of is this right here is like, I know it's a bad analogy, but I like to compare our shows because they're so power packed. Like there is no wrong way to go. But it's like if we're gonna go in there and run a train, you know what I mean? He's busting it open because Drew's gonna set the bar.
Right.
I like Drew because Drew sets the bar.
Okay.
Like it gets so serious so fast.
Right.
Ain't no time for because you go to a comedy show
warm-up,
and they can do this 15, 20, 30. Okay, now it's gonna get funny. No. Bow out the gate. Now what you gonna do?
Top.
Then he's sitting in the back. He's sitting in the back. Oh, you serious? Yeah, we serious. So
this dude's in the back. Capone back there.
It's a fight.
Word. Okay.
So I don't take a chance with. I don't know how many shows we did and how many years we doing so long. If it ain't broke, you don't even tinker with it. Because if I throw somebody in that spot and I don't know what kind of day they having or they feel like, oh well, you're gonna mess the whole thing up. Right now we got a winning formula, my dude, and we got things on the table where people want to do the reality show version of this, the movie version, and God knows where that springs to after those 2 projects. But you ain't broke, don't fix it.
Let's do it.
Kick in the door.
No question.
Let's do it. Who's? How do we do that?
So
how do we sign? Where do we sign?
It takes time, and
the
key right now is basically staying funny, and keeping the fan base. Because you being in comedy, you know that there's a lot of people that's tried it and backed out. I mean, this is longevity here, and it's not an easy process to stay in in people's eye and be relevant. There's guys that were funny as hell and just can't get a break no more because they don't, keep training. This is a training process, and as long you can't deal with the peer pressure of everybody else. I mean, we all have got it. Well, why y'all ain't at this status? Why y'all ain't at that status? We have come to be grown men to not worry about what status that other people think that we should be in, and happy that we are still relevant till this day.
Yeah. There's a phrase that you can't chase your dream paying attention to everybody else's dream. Just can't do it. I like
can't chase your dream.
Making T-shirts, by the way.
Paying attention to other people's dreams.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. So Caroline's on Broadway all weekend long. Is there I noticed you don't have any. You know what I want to ask y'all? Because I've been getting some shit lately. Do you know any other DJs that do comedy?
Yeah.
Who? I've been trying to find.
I don't want to mention him because
why not?
I don't really mess with him like.
Cool. My ski gonna be mad.
No.
I don't mess with him.
Oh, cool. My ski gonna be upset.
No.
You are the name.
I think talent tortures me putting him on shows because I respect him as a DJ. And that's it. The minute he touches a mic.
Who, he talking about Mike?
Cool Mike C? Yeah. But you know what? Here's my thing is like, again, when you're building an empire, you have to respect certain people for what they can do. Of course, he's a famous DJ or whatever. But more importantly, in this situation, and me going forward, he's one of those dudes, if nothing else, he's out there on the ground beating it up with the Flyers.
True.
He's virtually beating it up with the Flyers. And this thing here can take and use every ounce of marketing that it can. If I had a beef with a guy, but I know he can get my word out to 100,000 people, I'll look past my beef and take that 100,000 hits, because this thing, again, we snowballing and we got to go. Now, as a comedian, whole different comedian.
But you don't think it's good to give somebody a shot? Because I wouldn't be here if you didn't give me a shot. If you didn't give me a shot. If you didn't give me a shot, I don't
he's saying he
fuck
don't
with
like it.
Kenny though.
He's seen the shot. He's saying he don't like the shot.
No. Wait, see, there's a difference between a shot and somebody doing something for the wrong reason.
That's a different story.
You did it because you said, you know what?
You really wanna
I
do it.
respect and like what they're doing, and I think I can add to that. And you paid your dues. You was unfunny, but you didn't rest on your notoriety.
No.
Hey, I'm CIPHA'S Sound. I'm on the #1 hot morning show.
Yeah.
Put me here.
That's true.
Now, Drew, wherever there's a show,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Right.
Basement, I've seen you in some spots you don't belong in.
I don't belong.
But
You know,
you did it
but
the
you
right
was
way.
there, and that's how you're supposed to do it.
Well,
comedy
you Puerto
club.
Rican. What spot you don't
Comedy
belong?
club.
I don't like
So what
somebody.
is CIPHA'S doing at this comedy club?
I need to hear this.
You got those who are looking and saying, "Oh, okay, he's doing this and he's getting that. He's doing that and he's driving that. I want that, so I'll do this." As opposed to, I want to do that because I think I'm good.
That's an oxymoron of a sentence, though. When have you heard Puerto Rican in spots you don't belong in? What spots you don't belong
I know.
in? You're Puerto Rican. We can put you anywhere.
Canada. I just came from Toronto. There's not a Puerto Rican in sight.
Damn. No, but he's right, though. I agree with Drew. And to sum it all up, you did it the right way for the right reasons.
Well, I've been trying to
That's
find
it.
other
That's it.
DJs.
But not real
radio
comedians.
personalities.
Nah.
I'm trying to find if there's any other DJ, like if you know how to DJ on a turntables, rock a party,
Nah.
and also do comedy.
No.
You're the only one that's
I'm like
recognized.
a fucking Puerto Rican unicorn.
No,
This is
that's
true.
good.
Yeah.
Stay in there.
That becomes like the market.
You would be a genius, but you don't speak Spanish.
I know.
That fucks
Yeah.
you up.
You gotta get that Rosetta Stone.
I've been
play.
trying.
You gotta get
I've been
back
trying. I
there.
took a class. The lady was like, "Why you don't get
There's
it?"
a whole market in Puerto Rico waiting for you.
Just hang out at a bodega, like for.
Like
you
fun.
have to keep writing. You
Huh?
can't.
I know. I've been staying home writing.
And you're doing well. You're doing well. I've seen you did
No,
did
but-
Access TV the
That
other
was
day.
fun. That was fun. That
We
was
had a
my
great
first
time.
TV appearance.
Great time. Did a great show.
But you guys, I mean, I learned a lot from you guys, and I like. Well, you hate on young people, but then you also give them a shot. Like for example, Team Capone. Like he gives them all shots, but then they all have to do different duties during the daytime. Like I'm sure, like somebody got to pick up a suit.
No.
Somebody
No,
got.
but that's good, though. I don't think anybody here
No,
from the young crowd, like
You got to.
you're looking at guys that just give opportunities. You know what I mean? Like we don't close our doors and get the hell out of here. But we are sticklers because of what we put into this. We have our own brand. Everybody has their individual brand as well as this NY King. And it's like Drew's not gonna risk his brand for a young dude who has no regard for anything and just a wild loose head. And neither is he. That's why he made Team Capone. There's been people on Team Capone that's not on Team Capone no more because he has a brand to
Different.
watch out for.
There was a Team Capone, then there's a different Team Capone.
Yeah, there's Team Capone and there's
Where's the
CBA Team Capone. Overseas, you go overseas.
Is it overseas Team Capone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
Team Capone is definitely picking up, but he's right.
Yeah.
You see something, like you believe in somebody. The bad part is that they don't believe in themselves, and you can't piggyback them. You gotta let them go.
I'm trying to get with these. I'm trying to get in these white clubs though. You know what I'm saying? Because I did all y'all shit already. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go white. So
Good luck.
I need y'all to step out. I got John Howard's about to come in.
Everybody he brings in the royal kings
in
that
New
be
York.
the white,
Like
the white
Five heartbeats. You guys are good, but this is what I was thinking.
This is entertainment. This is Bugsy Siegel. Andrew. And ladies and gentlemen, Kenneth Williams.
You ever see Five Heartbeats when they sit there talking to him and they go, "I love the record, man. You guys are awesome." But look, let me tell you what we're trying to do with this.
The Five Horsemen.
That's what you do. But I bet you the new group that comes in have better sandals.
Oh, Yo, they got flip flops. They got the surfer flip flops. Yo, that brings me to something though, real quick. What is the difference between what they call? Because I'm trying to really figure out, break it down, a black room and a white room. You know what I'm saying? Like there's the
audience.
Minimum.
It's just the audience.
Yeah, but okay. So when you go into a white room,
2 drink minimum.
Well, you can't really say black room, white room because
can't say
sometimes you got urban night in the white room.
right?
Caroline's. It's really a white room.
Oh, right.
However, depending on the
audience.
performance.
The audience. Do you ever go to an audience where it's like a white room?
Yeah, demographic breakdown.
Do you change your style or your jokes for the white audience?
I used to. 20 years ago, I would say yes.
Okay.
Now, hell no.
Not at all.
Because they want that shit. To be honest with you, the white comedy goer, they want that shit. Def Jam wasn't hot worldwide because of us. It was hot nationally because of us. But worldwide is because they want that shit. When they see this black man get on stage, they're like, oh, shit. They want. If he was to go, hi, hello, he would fuck it all up.
Really?
Because they would be like,
I know
you could bring a white dude up.
I know
So
that
that
some
shit-
certain jokes don't work, though.
Well,
Well, you
like,
can't-
here's
you have to know how to-
here's
You have to know how
my
to
take.
parlay it too, though.
If, and some people agree, some people not me. If you have to change your jokes because of the audience, your jokes is already wrong.
Exactly.
Only
Your jokes are already wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah.
They don't relate.
Doesn't
enough.
relate.
Or
It's
they
not-
don't.
you should
Your
be
jokes
universal at some
should
point.
be where any crowd, anytime, any place,
Could
go
laugh.
up there and
Well,
blow the. And
let me-
if
let me
you're
give you-
changing, you're doing it wrong.
Let me tell
Exactly.
you what I change sometimes. Like I got a lot of when I first start off, I tell a lot of like Puerto Rican jokes. I got a lot of people in my household, right? It seems like if I'm in a urban room where there's Spanish and black people, I just say I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 40 family members, and I name all my family members, and people laugh. When I do certain white clubs, I have to like kind of put a little explanation in front of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this to you, and I think when I started, I think Talent was the one who told me. I grew up in the Bronx, and I grew up around Puerto Ricans.
Thank you. Oh, you're welcome.
Now, the problem that I had was a lot of my material was about Puerto Ricans. And I think Talent pulled me to the side and was like, yo, there's good here.
That's
But
right.
you have to realize that there's Latin everywhere, not just Puerto Rican. So just the word of using Latin changed the whole demographic.
And then after
of the
that, it's
joke.
fine.
Yes.
The joke was
right.
fine.
So you have to pay attention to the audience. Like
Yes.
they can be a million Mexicans. It's still Latin.
It's never,
Yes.
not to cut you up, but it's never what you say, it's how you say it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's an adjustment, though.
It's yeah,
I
but,
know
if,
it's just
but if you're adjusting it
That's
according
different.
to your demographics, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
There's one way to say it, which is universal,
And you keep that way.
and that's how you keep.
When
That's
you keep
the
changing,
one
in other words, you
keep.
keep selling out if you keep changing.
So, but let me
You have to
when
work
I go
towards a
into a
universal
crowd.
way.
All right, so maybe let me ask you if it's different for me. When I go into a crowd, let's say a show I promote, I know it's a lot of radio fans in there that already know me, and I walk out with a lot more energy. My show is almost like a hip hop show with some comedy, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I come out with a lot of energy and I start cracking on the crowd, da 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 da. If I go to the Stand, which is on 19th and 3rd,
You ain't got that.
I can't walk out there with mad energy like, yo,
Why
Cypher
not?
Sounds.
Why can't you?
why not? You-
They,
you-
first of all, they're not even playing music when I come out.
First of all, you
Then that if you
your
have
problem's
to,
different.
If you gotta rely on music for your show, lights, graffiti, and all that,
Yeah,
you're doing it
dances,
wrong.
double
You're
dutch.
doing
But
it
see,
wrong.
here's the thing. Here's what you're missing. It's not about material sometimes. 9 times out of 10, we psych ourselves out.
There you go.
You're looking at where you're playing and
And
what
you're
you're
thinking.
capable physically of doing and not doing, and you fucking yourself up. Like the audience ain't do shit to you yet. Before you got up there, you done psyched yourself out. When I say you got to
They're not
give,
gonna
here's,
get me.
here's what
Because I'm looking
here's the
at-
problem with New York. We got the hardest transition than any other place in this country as far as a comedian becoming universal. You know why? Because New York is already in its own right universal. It's a melting pot of so many nationalities of the world in one space. There's no other city like this. So when we do stuff, we kind of feel like we are already universal because we're talking about the African, we're talking about the Puerto Rican, we're talking about the Mexican. But the reality is this. No matter where you live in this world, there's one common ground. When I say find universal way to tell a joke, is to find that one way that they all gonna laugh.
Everybody.
You can't get, what happens is we get lazy. So if you're in the urban circuit for 10 years straight, the way you've been telling it's been ripping. Now they put you in mainstream, and the way you've been telling it, they kind of don't get it because they didn't grow up that way. So when you say my nigga or son, they didn't get it, so the laugh don't come the same. So you change it totally instead of working on it to making it universal, so that now this way I say it, whether I'm in LA, Chicago, Detroit, New York, everyone gets it. White, black, England, because I found the universal common ground, because we're all human.
That's it.
The only separation we have is language. So once you get past that only barrier of language, there's a universal connection. You got to get there.
And money changes.
That's it.
Money changes.
Because you got people in the hood everywhere.
Financial, but
Yes.
the dollar spends the same way. A
Yes.
car is a car.
Yep.
Whether it be a Bentley or a Hyundai, it's the same thing. Gas pedal, brake.
But the other thing is that a lot of
Why is your driver speaking?
Let him talk, man.
Jesus Christ.
Let him talk. The meter's almost up. He's got to leave.
He drove through a lot of countries.
I'm gonna
Pick you up next
Yeah,
time.
pick me up next time.
you know what the thing is that with separates us from the new, we take risk, and taking those risks helps you learn to adjust to different situations. If you stay in one particular, you're never gonna grow as a comedian. So you're not gonna know, okay, this is a mostly German and over 50 crowd, and what I need to do. You gotta take a risk.
That's a good point.
Just don't psych yourself out.
Do you ever go into like these like alt comedy clubs, these little bars and all those joints?
Those are the places.
Yeah.
Those are the places where you got to go
Get tough.
and conquer that room.
Yeah.
That's what makes you a better comedian. Like I'm gonna say something. Anybody can make 300 people laugh.
Right.
Okay, because comedy is like a ripple effect. You throw a rock into the water, it spreads out. You got 300 people. All you got to do is make 100 laugh. The other 200 are gonna laugh because the 100 is laughing. Right. You go into a club where there's 5 people laughing, 5 people, and one's sitting over there, another one's over there, another one's over there. Now you're challenging yourself.
Right.
Because now you got to make 5 people laugh that are spread out, that don't know each other.
They don't know each other.
That's when you know you come out of there and you just destroyed that spot. You good.
And I think
build your
every
confidence.
comedian has rooms where they not crazy about, or like me, I consider my nemesis, like over the 20-year span, it's been about, I can count on hand 3 or 4 rooms, whether I was hosting them or just appearing, that every time I walked into that room, it was something about that room I didn't like, so I didn't connect with. But you know what I did is I never gave up on the room. If I didn't like it or something about it, I stayed there until I conquered it.
Nice.
Till I had that night
where
it was like, I own this motherfucker. And then I was good with that room. Like what? And there've been rooms that I was hosting, and I love what I do, but I hated the fucking room. I hated to go there. I get there, I hated whether it was what it's set up or the way to promote it, whatever it was. I never left it until I conquered it. You have to conquer it. You can't challenge yourself. You have to. It's the only way you get better.
That's funny because that room for me was the room that all 3 of y'all host.
Which one?
Mad and Proper.
Really? You had to conquer it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't care for the room too much, but being that my dudes hosted, I just went. And,
each one, you think they were setting you up?
No, they
One
didn't
of the
know how I felt.
funniest
but that's
stories
what it
ever happened at the proper.
Well, my shit was Jordans
Now he come down
Peppermint.
there, and what happens now?
and
Roof gets torn off the building.
Terminal D, Newark, Peppermint, East Orange, and Jordans in Jersey City. Never but I never stopped. And guess in two of the 3 of those rooms, I ended up hosting it.
Yep.
I was scared to death of it, hated it, couldn't get my feet in it. Kept coming back though. And then when I banged it out, you know what? It's home now. Let's go.
So what you got to do
Very
now
interesting.
is okay, great.
Not me, them.
I'm doing no you.
He posed the question. We about to charge him for these lessons.
Yeah, it's for them. It's for young comedians coming up in the game.
You're a young comedian coming in there, but you think you are. No, you hot behind the turntables in the morning show, but you're a young comedian coming in the game. Play.
Coming up.
All right.
I can't tell them. No, you.
You forget about that. You okay?
All right, what I got to do?
All right. Like I said, you gotta switch that material so that when you walk in there and there's 500 Jewish people, and they are buckling out of their seats,
Then you know you got it.
then you know you got it. When you do the Friars Club, I don't know if you ever been in there.
I've been in there. I've never done it.
All right, great. I performed at the Friars Club. All right. Only ethnic people in there was serving the food. Okay. And everybody in there, 60 years old, was the youngest person.
All the Deans.
All white Jews. And went up there and that destroyed it. And the host of the joint came to me and said, listen, we've only had 5 black comedians in here.
Ever.
And none of them only 2 of them performed. The rest was sitting in the audience.
Nice.
And you came in here and you destroyed this place.
Wow.
That's what you know.
Did they book you? Did they book Drew Fraser thinking you were Jewish? And then when you got there,
I was actually.
Oh my God!
Tell you what,
he's one of those Ethiopian Jews.
I was presenting an award.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I was presenting an award, and they asked me to do 10 minutes.
Nice.
And blazed it.
Blazed
Let
it.
me tell you something. If you don't listen to this man, we were just talking about this before you went on air. You either listen to him or you're going to be doing porn. You understand? You're either going to listen to Drew, you're going to be a great comedian.
Google comedians now doing porn. You'll see.
I'm going to give you 2 names.
Google comedians now doing porn. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. You rock out with your cock out.
You know so funny? Remember the hiatus? You know, you just said the hiatus. The guy like this. Hey, what you doing now? Man, check out my DVD.
You'll see.
Here it is.
You'll see.
His name is CIPHA'S Squirts.
That's fun.
That's hilarious.
CIPHA'S Squirts. I'm going to write that one down.
Hilarious.
Yo, listen, Caroline's on Broadway all weekend long. What's the dates? What is
Thursday the 8th, man. We need you there opening night. Thursday, 1 show, 8 o'clock. The 8th, and then we rock the 9th, and we rock the 10th. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, and this is the first time they letting us stay after that second show, let the DJs rock and have an after party in there.
When, Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
The last
you gonna
show.
rock
Yeah,
out?
DJ K Swift gonna be doing his thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
So that's how we're gonna do it, man. So the party's only gonna look good if you sell out that 10:30. You understand what I'm saying?
sir.
And go right into that party.
Right
huh?
to it.
Ass everywhere, huh? Single, baby.
No.
Like
Don't. Listen. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't mix and mingle.
Not.
I'm single.
Don't do what?
Understand something.
What not
He's
to
married.
do?
He's married.
Who's married? Him.
Who? What time?
Exactly.
What time
All the
you go
ass
up?
that would have went to him. This is what I do on this tour. Understand something. I'm the ass getter. So what overflow he can't handle, what Drew don't want, and what his wife won't allow, give to the needy.
His wife. His wife be beating his ass.
What?
His wife beats his ass.
Yes, I've been abused for years. And I say that only with Capone, and he's telling oh God.
Yo, I've been trying to expand some of my stuff, and I try to work some wife jokes into the set.
Yes, great material.
And
Great
my
material.
wife, I went back to the table. She was like this.
No,
That's it.
my wife got
That's when you
jokes
know it's
back.
working. That's when you know it's working.
Oh my God.
My wife got jokes.
If it doesn't phase her, it ain't good shit.
Yo, she was,
If she gets a little attitude,
yo,
the
she
shit's
had the
working. Bro.
attitude, and she comes all the time. And when she was like,
Hilarious.
She don't do that. Her eyes is already like that.
I think racism is a good place to end this.
Yes.
Racism is a good place to end it. Capone, Talent, Drew Fraser, Kenny Williams. They also got TK Kirkland.
And Gerald Kelly.
Gerald Kelly's going to be there. And you should go check out the show. It's going to be funny. And thank you for coming to CIPHA'S
Appreciate
Comedy
having us.
Corner.
Love you. That's cool right now.
Yeah,
That's cool right
No,
now.
CIPHA'S Squirts.
CIPHA'S Squirts.
Comedy. I'm sorry.
CIPHA Comedy
This
Squirts.
is CIPHA'S Comedy Room.
CIPHA's Comedy. Somebody said that. It didn't
You
click.
like that one?
What's
I
it?
like
CIPHA'S what?
CIPHA'S Comedy Room.
What's
Yeah,
your, what do
comedy
you got?
room. I like that.
I'm like corner. I'm a hustler.
Corner.
Nice. I'm
full
you know,
corners,
it's something
bro.
in the leather couches. I can't come up
Well, I'm
with it
not
right now.
always here, though. I'm not always in this room. Sometimes I take it on the road.
So you just pee in any
It
corner.
just has to be a corner.
Really?
Yeah, just there's got to be a corner.
So
Must be a
it's
Puerto Rican
CIPHA'S.
thing.
I like
Corner?
CIPHA'S Squirts because you got these porno chairs.
Right. Put on the chair.
I'm sorry.
All right.
CIPHA'S Comedy Minute. We're going to make you laugh for a minute.
We've been here an hour.
That's all right, but it's not about time. Not about the time. About the minute. You've been at 60 minutes.
Another episode of CIPHA'S Comedy Corner. Comedy Corner.
New York Kings, baby.